Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back once again to my channel where we are in day 55 and we have to do a little backtracking. I remember I was looking all over for my hacksaw and I couldn't find it and I couldn't find it and I couldn't find it. Well, I found it. And it's back by watching back, going back and watching videos. I found it at the camp office. And my best guess is that it's somehow underneath the bedroll. I don't know that for a fact, but that's my suspicion. So we're going to, first of all, get some light so we can see what we're doing. And we're going to go put all our crafty stuff back in here. Oh, wow. Touchy mouse today. Hang on, I'm going to have to adjust that. That's a little better. Must have bumped it. All right. Let's see. Our crafties. Well, that was. What am I doing? Crafties. Oh yeah. I played. I played Icarus last night with that buddy of mine again, and I just gotta say, I'm trying to use the F button again today. So, sorry about that. My Mrs. Killa is still super sick today, so. Well, I forgot to drop my fresh stuff. Okay, well, alright. I'm still trying to use the F key. It'll take me a few minutes to break that habit, you know how that goes. Alright, we're just going to keep what we got on us, I guess, because we're just going back for hacksaws, all. Drop a couple of books that I don't need on me right now. Definitely don't need that with us while we go, and I don't need that while we go. And we'll drop that while we go. Alright, that's plenty. Whoa, hello. Who turned out the lights? Alright, that's right side windows. Should be shelf. Door should be right here. Somewhere. Oop, ladder. I think the ladder was on the metal shelf. Open briefcase. Oh wait, no. We're over here. Oop, there it is. All that just because I wanted to turn out my light a little bit early. Okay, we've got our pistol, right? Yes. 25 rounds. So anyhow, I hate this, but it is what it is. Shouldn't take us the whole day, probably a half a day. Hey, where you at? Looking. Huh. It's always cool. Oop. So anyhow, me and my buddy played Icarus on a dedicated server last night. Again, Icarus. I'll enunciate it in a minute. And man, we played most of the evening. Man, it was great. I highly recommend that game. I guess the open world is a new thing.
Made it through another night.
And I really had my doubts about it because it is a new thing. But once I discovered the shortwave radio and things like that, and started to figure out how the leveling and loot and everything worked, man, I'm having a blast. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. So I don't know what it costs on regular price, but if you can catch it on sale, for sure. But honestly, I think it's worth full price. It's at least I hate to say what it's worth because I don't know what the value is, but it's worth the price. It's probably, as it stands right now, and the fact that they're adding, I mean, they're releasing new stuff every week, literally. I think this was a week 55 update. And you can go back to a week 54 update and a week 53 update. I mean, they're doing so much work on it. I mean, even at $50, and I don't think it's that much, but even at $50, it'd be worth it, I think. I mean, I'm still early in the game. I'm on into the tier 2 tech, which is starting to get into kind of your more medievalish crafting. Your furnaces and your iron ingots and things like that. But I mean, you get up into tier 3. There's things like compound bows in there, and so yeah, it's definitely worth it. Anyway, there's not trying to sell you a game, but trying to sell you a game, I guess. It's a great game. It's definitely got the permadeath factor in it, like this one. I mean, if you die, you respawn in your pod, but if you miss your mission deadline, you're done. You lose your character. It's wiped, just like this one. So that's the base mission stuff. Now, open world, that doesn't apply. But anyway, it's pretty neat. Let's see. So, have to rewalk all these steps. I sat there, and it took me, I think I watched 3 or 4 of my own videos last night before I finally figured out where I dropped the hacksaw. And, that's where it's kind of nice that I record, because otherwise I'd just be racking my brain and probably not find it until day 200 whenever that bedroll that I got laid out there finally breaks down and rolls up. I'd see it then. I think I couldn't tell for sure, but I think it's going to be under that bedroll. I moved a couple of hides around, but I did not move the bedroll, so I expect to find that's where I'm going to find it. Excuse me a minute. A little bit of a cold coming back, so if I cough in your ear, sorry again. Mrs. Gill is still down, and it sounds from after we talked to the doctor, it looks like she's got the full tilt, all balls to the wall, first class flu. Good old traditional flu. So, and it's certainly taken her down for the count. My wife never calls in for work, and she called in 2 nights in a row. We canceled our Christmas Eve dinner with my daughter this afternoon, my oldest daughter. So I'm not going to get to see the grandbabies today. Yeah, telling off on my age again. But anyhow, that didn't take too long to get back here. But I suspect, there it is. Right there. I dropped those 3 items just to save a little bit of weight. You believe that? Yeah, you guys believe it. You know me. Oh, wow. I left these out here. Okay. Why? I was really in a hurry to leave, and you see what it got me. It got me a trip back. Excuse me. Again, sorry. All right. Go ahead and eat up again. Reload our 2 full steaks. 960 and 960. And we're low on water, but we'll make some back at the dam. Can't believe I ran off and couldn't find that hacksaw. But when I dropped it, I never thought about it. When some things sit on top of the ground, and some things, when the hacksaw sits lower, obviously on the ground than the bedroll. So graphically, even there, it would be probably I suspect a ton of code to make it so that whenever you drop something on top of a bedroll, that it sat on top of the bedroll, that it registered as a surface. I can't imagine what that would be like the code, because I don't understand that stuff. But I mean, it makes sense. I wouldn't have made the trip back. Most likely, I mean, there's 95% probability that on the way to Timberwolf Mountain, on the way up the summit, we're going to find a hacksaw. But with the new loot table refreshes, I just didn't want to risk it, That would just be annoying to get all the way to the summit. Oh, look, I have no hacksaw. Well, shoot. Now, there's still some wood boxes you can loot, but I mean, it's just, if you don't have the hacksaw on the summit, you just as well not even be there. We're almost back. It wasn't a big oops. We're 10 minutes in, and we're almost done with it. And other than making a batch of water, we'll be ready to go. Have I got coffee? No, I don't have anything on me. So yeah, we definitely got to make water. Still brutal cold here, but not as bad as it was. We've reached our high for today at 20 degrees. Only froze one water pipe this time, and it come back loose last night. Hot water pipe in my bathroom sink. Yeah, it's just, you know, when you own your own home, that's just part of it. You know, you got things that go wrong. 2 years ago, the plumbing froze at the foundation of my well house, and that was a nightmare because I had to dig everything up and patch it all back up, cover it back up. You know, I'm fortunate I know how to do all that stuff, but you know, it saves me a fortune doing it myself. But it's no fun. You know, it's no fun whatsoever. Like a couple of days ago when I ordered the new wraparound, the real good high quality thermostat wraparound heat tape to go on my water pipes where they're most exposed to the outside. I mean, that was no fun to put on there, believe me. But you know, I got it done. Cost me, I think the heat tape cost me $55, and you know, if you had it done professionally, they'd probably charge you $200 to put that on. So I grew up knowing how to do that stuff, but I mean anymore, you know, if you have a will and the confidence in YouTube, you can do just about anything. That's how I got into the goats. That's how I got that. I didn't know anything about goats a few years back, and with a few websites like Better Hens and Gardens, and it's an actual website, Better Hens and Gardens. I love it. It's great. But anyhow, websites like that and YouTube, you know, I've learned a ton of stuff. Wow, Fluffy has gotten, taxidermist has been here. Nice. That's awesome. Well, since we're here, right? I mean, since we're here, we might as well put the hide in here, right? I didn't realize there was a taxidermist in the game, but he definitely made Fluffy look lifelike. All right. Okay, we need a little bit of firewood, which I think we had some in the house, or in the dam, rather. We've burnt through about half of our energy, so we're going to have to take a nap, but we're going to do it later. Oh, wow. You realize we left our bedroll here. Shame on me. I am going to do it like a 2-hour nap right here, just to get back some of my energy to finish out the day. And also to save the game. All right, pick that up. Yeah, we're going to drop those hides that I picked up. We're going to drop Fluffy's guts in here. And we got a few things. Though it's cookable, that's not. That's not. Whoa, man. Serious motion sickness going on today. All right, I'm going to break this down for the, excuse me, for the firewood. And maybe that one as well. I gotta make some water before we go through here. All right. And then we gotta make some arrows. So, I mean, this is probably gonna be a crafting episode, and hopefully
I need to drop something.
We've got a lot of time, so we definitely have to have water. So. Stick cardboard, tinder. No. Where's the fire extractor? 95, I'll take that. I should use a torch, you know that, but, you know, with a 95% chance. We're going to hope this doesn't blow out before I get my water made. Only need about 2 hours on here. And we want to kill 2 hours, so. Yep. My mouse sensitivity is crazy. I don't remember it being that way. But, you know, I've been playing a different game, so that most likely that's all it is a most likely it's just a difference in speeds within the games. I will say this, I never get a performance problem with my computer. I outrun everything at max settings. Well, everything I've got. I don't have some of the really new games, but anyway, I actually had to turn it down a little bit. That Icarus, I actually had to turn it down just a hair, which was a little surprising. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Well, we're back. We got to go through a cave, so let's pull some torches. Get a few extra good ones here.
I might have to drop some gear.
Yeah, okay. All right, now we just need to finish up these arrows and finish up our arrows right quick. Pick our stuff up so we don't forget it. Oh, that's fresh. All right, now back up and get our arrow stuff back out. Transfer all, transfer all, transfer all. That, need that, don't need that. Okay.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I know, Bob, I know. And we're just going to craft till daylight. We're going to finish out all of our arrow shafts, which isn't too much longer, and they'll be done. And then our son, let's get us a drink. And then we got probably 3 hours maybe till we're going to go ahead and try to go for 4 arrows. I don't think we'll make it, but we'll see how many of them we get. Oh, didn't quite make it. All right. We've got the stuff to make a lot of arrows. Probably going to use up a whole lot of time.
If I don't rest soon, I'm going to faint.
You'll be fine, Bob. You'll be fine. And when we get the cabin fever risk, we're going to run out to the truck and read some books, is what we're going to do. That's how I'm planning to do that while we're crafting these arrows. It's going to take a couple of game days, but it shouldn't take too long for us as a whole. We may have to, Obviously may have to cook, I should have ate the low stuff. I obviously may have to do some more water, but alright, get us a drink again. Let's see, it's early morning. I don't want the cabin fever risk, so what we're gonna do is we're going to start this fire. We're going to load 2 hours worth of wood on it, and then we're going to run out to the truck, put some water started. Then we're going to run out the truck and read a book for 2 hours and then come back.
Come on.
And then we're going to go in and craft arrows for the remainder of the day. And hopefully that'll keep the cabin fever risk at bay.
That's done.
Two hours 17. That's not too bad. All right, now we want to do water. All right, folks, hold that thought for a moment. All right, sorry about that, folks. Had a delivery. It's Christmas Eve here. You know me, I'm recording early ahead. Or ahead early, however you want to say it. That was a good one. I should have kept it. So anyhow, we got that started. It should not boil away. The only thing that's going to mess us up is if it gets blown out. So we're going to run out here. Hop up in this truck because I just don't want it's because there's a lot of crafting doing. I don't want to have to deal with the cabin fever if I can help it. We should be warm, so we're just going to pull out a book and probably the ice fishing one. Have I been working on that one? I have not. What about the gunsmithing? Have I worked on that? I have not. What about the other gunsmithing? I have not. Okay, we're just going to do 2 hours. All right, we're nice and happy. No fluffing. Our water should be done. Now we're going to go back in and craft. Water is 13 minutes still boiled. Do you see how that see?
Feels like a lot of gear.
That what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not eating that. Not now, at least. It's ruined, and I don't have level 5 cooking yet. So anyhow, I forgot what I was saying. Sorry about that. I do that a lot. You know that if you've been watching me for more than an episode or two. Okay, so let's eat a little bit more of our deer steak, which not much yet left. Get us a drink. All right, now we're going to use our tools, which cut our times down, and we don't want to go over 6 hours at a time. Oh, that's it, huh? Oh, craft 5 arrows. Oh, I'm out of crow feathers. That's what it is. Okay. That's why you're always after the crow feathers. I know I've probably missed a ton of them too. So anyhow, we still got 22 arrow shafts left, 31 arrowheads. So now it's just going to be a battle of the crow feathers. So that's, you know, so be it. But we're done. That means we can sleep the night through, and so we're going to drop this because we're not going to build any more fires here. We're going to drop that because we didn't need it in the first place. And where's them tools at? I don't need them. There they are. Oh, I want to make a bow. That's what it is. Let's drink. Rather than carry all these maple saplings, I'm going to craft a new bow, I think. Survival bow. I'm missing one gut. Do I have another gut laying here? Yeah, there it is. Survival bow. 5 hours, man. Did we drink? Okay, we drank. Probably won't quite finish, but what we'll end up doing is we'll sleep through the night. Yeah, we didn't quite make it. We'll sleep through the night, and then first thing in the morning, we'll finish off that last hour or so on the bow, and then we'll be gone. We'll go. We're getting close. We're only half the episode, so we are going to get out of here this time, it looks like. We are going to drink. We are going to eat all of our really crappy food, and because if we get to include those peaches outside. And the reason we're doing that, because we're obviously, you've heard it before, we've got antibiotic on us, and it takes 10 hour antibiotic and 10 hours to takes antibiotic and 10 hours to fix food poisoning. So we're going to bed anyway. So if we get it, we don't care. But for ruined food, you have to go in this way to eat it. Wow, he didn't even get food poisoning from it. Wow, that's crazy. I just knew he was going to, like, choke to death on me. All right, we have got a full belly. Did I have any left? Just a smidge. Yeah, well, 18. Yeah, that's not worth my time. We don't need anything to drink. We probably picked up some cans there we want to drop off. Cans. Guns. Okay. Alrighty. Looks good. Alright, we are fat and happy. Shut the light out. Go to sleep. As long as it'll let us. It's not going to let us sleep all night, but it'll get close. If we get lucky, we'll get an aurora so we can start crafting earlier in the morning. But I doubt it. Nope. Oh, wow. It is actually the sun is high enough to craft. So that's the thing. That's good. Don't want to drink that right now. We are out of food, and that's okay. We don't mind. I'm leaving those here. Well, let's finish our bow first, obviously. Definitely want to finish that. Get that bow down. Oh, drink. Kill a drink. Okay, now finish the bow. We almost got it done last night. We had a bow, but it was at 43%, and I just didn't want to carry the weight at 43%, right? So we're just going to drop that here. We're going to craft a few things up before we leave. Just kind of waiting for everything to get good and light in here, you know. Plus, I don't know this for a fact, but I think you lower your carry weight when you get them crafted up. Like that stack says, I don't know. Let's look. We look at our deals. We got so that one's prepared. That one's prepared. We want the raw one. Okay, like these. 96, that is exactly 4 crafts. Four crafts. So 2.11 pounds. And when we craft them up, oh well, we got, they're 0.11 each. It's down to 0.44 pounds. See how that would have been easier. Just look at that. So let's do it again with the Reichis here. We're at 94.51. We craft these up. 94.51. And we craft these up, and we are now 93.96. So when you're heavy, sometimes crafting your stuff up will help you when you're about to go on a long trip. I don't want this right now. All right, those are torches. I think I had those torches ready. Whoa. Yeah, that was a good torch. I think that's a good torch. All right, I dropped these in preparation for the trip. All right, we want to take our rabbit pelts with us because some of the rabbit gear we have on us. Wolf pelts are a dime a dozen. Although that one's about cured. If there was one cured, I might consider carrying it, but it doesn't look like any of them are done. The survival bow we'll put up here so we don't lose it. Same with the, not that. Come on, Bob. The tools. Everything else looks pretty good. All right, let's left, right, left our way down the stairs and get out of here, shall we? We're overweight. How bad? A lot. Wow, though, look at that. Oh, shoot. All right. Excuse me. 2 pounds for those. I really want to carry them. Looking for extra weight. Don't need that. I guess I'll go ahead and leave a few of these behind. I won't need over like 2 or 3 to get out of here. I guess I can leave one of those here. And we're still way over. But I've got a bunch of water on me too. Get that whetstone out of there. I want to carry that energy drink with me, even though it's ruined. There's some weight right there. We get. That'll be quite a bit, actually. There's going to be cattails along the winding river. Okay, 10 pounds. Meh, let's go with it. All right, we're out of here. Honest, I mean it this time, guys. I mean it. 35 minutes in, we still got time to make it over to Pleasant Valley, through the cave to Pleasant Valley before the end of the episode. Plus, I got like 2 minutes to take out of the middle. If you hear a rattling, I apologize. I'm opening a cough drop. Throat's sore again. Which is a little annoying because I literally just got over that last one. Of course, maybe I just didn't get over it. I don't know. Good hot fire going in my stove. It's mesmerizing when the flames are leaping. I know I can get over this. I do it all the time. Cannot believe we did not find Vaughn's rifle in here. You know, I really don't. I mean, just, really. I have found it every time. Except this one. All right. Welcome to the back door of the dam. And of course, you can't get back in that. You have to scale across there and then go up. And there's a little misclute there, and there's a window you climb in up there to get back. So anyway, I have no charcoal on me, and that's okay. I know my way through here pretty relatively decently. Kind of want to look around. Now there's going to be some wolves down here on the ice. Are we reloaded? Yes, we are. Okay. Just kind of want to check everything with the with the loot refresh. You just never know where stuff's going to end up at. Okay, there's a can. That was me hitting the F button again in my Icarus mode. Sorry. When my buddy starts the, I think he said he's going to do the walkthrough kind of, what's the way to say it? Kind of like record, stream everything we do from start to finish on an open world Icarus. When he does that, I am planning to do a couple of short videos just to kind of showcase the game and what he has planned. I'm going to put his links in there, link his Twitch and his YouTube, because I mean he's an excellent streamer, and he's just an all-around great guy. So I do hope to. That's something I do hope to accomplish in the near future. As far as me putting it out in my channel, it's probably not going to happen because of my internet problems. You know. Hey, look, it's Karen. Oops. And that was an Icarus F key. Let's see. All right. Fluffies are on the ice. You know, fluffies like the ice. We're going to be gathering cattails along the way to keep our food up. Looks like they've killed a rabbit. I think there might be a cave over there or something. I don't remember. Nah, that was another Icarus move. I missed him. Get the cattails, grab the rabbit. Wow, that was interesting. I just picked it up. I didn't push nothing. Oh, I see some, those cattails. I thought I seen some more birch saplings. Hey, level 4 revolver. Gotta love that. Nothing up here. Should have brought some charcoal, but so be it. Really? You have a friend? Oh, there's two of them. All right, come on. Come on down. You're the next contestant on. Excuse me. Again. My poor wife. She looks all dazed and confused right now. Flu is a bugger, ain't it? Just a nuisance for most people, but I can attest it gets a little more gruesome as you get older. What used to just slow me down will lay me down for a few days anymore. Not that I'm old or anything like that, right? All right. This is what? Winding Ravine, right? Yeah, Winding River. Winding River. Been on a musical kick. I think it's Christmas related. Christmas. I love Christmas. One of my 3 favorite holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. Love them all. Running rule amongst my daughters is my whole family is for those 3 holidays. We don't the times and days may change, but there is something. There is a dinner at Dad's sometime for those 3 holidays. Oh, sorry about that. That kind of snuck up on me. Out of the blue. Gotta love winter. No reason to hurry along here, so we're going to try and check all the nooks and crannies. I think there's some missed loot up here somewhere. I think that... Icarus moved. Sorry, folks. We played, man. We had a lot of fun last night. Did it again. Watch me walk along and pick up the cattails. I may be wrong. Well, used to. I know. Used to. You run up here and there was a corpse or a box. I don't know, something. I've only been up here once, but I remember when I came up here there was something here. I don't see nothing. A Karen. And now we're right back where we were. All right, fine. Nothing here. That's probably the one thing. Not really a complaint, but more of a feedback maybe. Is used to when these little nooks and crannies like this, almost every time you went up somewhere, you would find something there. And now it just seems like there's a lot more of the, yeah, I went and explored this area, but there's literally nothing here, you know. I kind of miss that, you know, when you, I miss, you know, at the end of a trail, you find a backpack or a corpse. Just see, and you still do sometimes, but I'm not saying you don't. You still do sometimes. It just seems like there's a whole lot more wasted trips. I don't recall there being another wolf down here, so I ain't got the pistol out. I feel like there might have been a cave up here, maybe. Seems like. Don't remember. Like I said, I've only been on this map maybe twice. I think only once, but maybe twice. Yeah, there's a cave. Lots of goodies out front here. We don't need water, so we're not going to mess with that. We've got that one rabbit we could cook, but probably not. Because we're going to the cave over there. We got to go through a cave to get to Pleasant Valley anyway. So I don't remember what's in there. All right. Ah, there's a container. We'll take that. Maybe there'll be something good. And maybe there won't. Nope, nothing. He's just begging for it, ain't he? Just, if I had a rock right now, I'd go ahead and take him out and give him his wish. But oh well. Still early afternoon. Yeah, early to mid-afternoon. So nothing in the box. What's in the box, Bob? What's in the box? So, still winter sale, I picked up a couple new games. Don't laugh at me, but Stardew Valley, because my boys love it, and they've been after me to play with them. Let's see, 40. Anyway, I picked up Stardew Valley and something I'd been wanting. I can't. Oh, the Oregon Trail. Those of us from my generation. Hey, hello. Hey, that's the first time I found a hunting knife like that. Okay. Anyway, the Oregon Trail. If you're from my generation, that will probably ring some bells. Probably the first game I ever was really truly hooked on. Of course, back then I had to fight my mom for her computer to play it. And anyway, it was just a lot of fun.
Place to rest.
But anyhow, they've remade it and re-released it. So anyway, I picked that up. It was on sale for like 20% off. Not much. It's a relatively new game, so any sale is a blessing when it's that new. Well, it's a new remake, I should say. So anyway, I finally picked it up, and hey, maybe I'll record some of that. I don't know. That should be a low poly. Maybe low poly. Or whatever that is. And anyway, it should generate small file sizes. Is basically all I'm trying to say. So hey, maybe that's something I can add in. I don't know. I don't know how much replayability it'll have. So we're almost to the end of the winding river. We got to go up and around and pick a few things, and then there's a cave, and there'll be like a little thingy. Lots of cairns down through. There's nothing down here, but for our loot thing, we want to go down here and just see if they've hidden some loot back here in the corner. I should have brought the charcoal. I don't know what I was thinking. So a piece of firewood. Wow, gee, that's a slap in the face, Hinterland. Come on. No, I'm just teasing. Just teasing. I really feel like that cold might be making a comeback, and that's unfortunate. Tomorrow's Christmas, and I am really looking forward to this one. I love Christmas. I do. I know I've said that. But this one in particular, I'm really looking forward to. And I'll say more about it tomorrow, in the next video probably, after I don't have to talk, after I can talk about it without giving anything away when my boys hear me. Or
I could eat anything.
Yeah, you could, Bob, but that's okay. We're almost there. That's our way out right there. Bob is exhausted, but I just kind of, same thing. I want to see if there's anything down here. Come on. it's ruined anyway, so. There would have been a better time to use it, especially going up the ropes at Timberwolf Mountain. But yeah, I should have saved it for that. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I should have definitely saved that for Timberwolf Mountain. But I'm so close to being to everything. I want to check out this end. Okay, that's the end of the line. I thought there might be some loot down here. And I'd like to at least get to the end of the cave this episode. We still got some time left, so. And the file size is really not that big this time either, which is usually when we're moving a lot, I get bigger file sizes. So the file size is a little surprising to me this time. I figured on at least a 5 gigabyte file size, and it's only at 3.3 right now. Which once I compress it down, you know, that 3.3 will become 1.8. Give or take.
All I can think about is food.
I'm going to feed you in a minute, Bob. Shut up, Bob. Shut up, Bob. Now, you're not even that hungry. Come on. You're only American hungry. You ain't Ethiopian hungry yet. And that's not, I don't mean that mean in any way, shape, or form, but hey, let's face it, we are blessed in this country, if you're from this country. All right, let's, not yet. This is our cave, and I think there's at least one place to start a fire in here. Can I start a fire in here? I can. Okay, good. Alrighty. What do I want to use? I think I'll use this time. No, I won't. I've got torches to use up. So let's use them.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Well, evidently our energy drink has worn off now. Hey, look, it's Karen. Hello, Karen. Where's your cat? So we're gonna go work our way through here very slowly because Bob is exhausted. And then when we get to the other end, right before we pop out of Pleasant Valley, we're gonna pop down to bed and we'll probably cook a little bit. And look, it's Karen's sister, Karen. Malaki Tassarn. Kilroy was here, 2017. I click on those because those are people who supported the game in its early days. And plus, I suspect there's probably an achievement for finding them all. I'll probably never do it, but you know, I don't know if there is or not. But people paid money to put those things in the game, so click on them, you know. Sometimes there's something funny in them. Most of them say its story is not yet written, as people put money in the game, didn't actually put a message in it. I'm a little turned around right now. I think that's where we came in, probably. The other use of the Karens, if you like the Kilroy one, you can remember that if we see it. Evangeline's Karen. I love you 10 times.
I'm so tired. I could just lay down right here.
Hey, well, that was good timing on that because this guy right here, Bob, this guy did lay down right here, okay? So this is what laying down right here gets you. I want you to remember that, Bob. Okay? You remember that. What's up here? Reclaimed wood. We got a couple pieces of firewood on us already. And another carrot.
Starting to weigh me down.
I know, Bob, I know. And you're tired. And you're hungry. Speaking of which, we probably better give him a little snack. Come on. Let's go, Bob. Move. He is completely wore out now. Up we go. Oh, come on, Bob, man. Bob. All right. I think this is where I would, if I would have been playing back then. Special thanks. Okay. If I'd have been playing back then, I think I would have probably chosen this place for my Karen as well because it's a narrow passage, so a lot of people are going to see it. Look in here. Nothing. Some coal. Last thing I need is more weight.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
You will carry it until I tell you to stop, Bob. Now shut up. I have the power of the WASD. And another Karen. The world is just full of Karens. Kaplan's Karen. Excuse me, again. I think we must be getting close to the other side, because usually when you start to see the little daylight things, you're getting close, maybe. I don't remember. Like I said, I've only been through here like once, maybe twice. Bob's making it feel like 10 trips in one. Should have probably slept a little earlier or something. I don't know. And another Karen. Hello, Karen. Its story is not yet written. That's what most of them say. Hey, there's the way out. All right. So we're going to poke our head out just to make sure I'm not crazy. And this is, in fact, Pleasant Valley. Because I have not looked at the map, but let's see here. There we go. Welcome to Pleasant Valley. And of course, you can't see on the map because we haven't mapped anything. But basically, we're going to go down to the end, and then we're going to go up the hill to the entrance to Timberwolf Mountain. I'm not planning on stopping anywhere else at this point. Okay, so we're going to camp here for the night because it's, getting late-ish, and we can build a fire here, so that's that. And we can put our bedroll down. I want it closer to the entrance, so I'm less likely to forget it. Like about maybe right there. Okay, now we've got fire stuff here. Now let's do some crafting stuff first. We picked up a few things back there in the ravine that we can use to run out the rest of the day. Because you notice it's still really light.
I need to find food.
So we want to finish those up. Yeah, we just about lost our well-fed. How many of you were screaming at your screen saying, "Eat, eat, eat"? Okay, we salvaged that. That would have been unfortunate. This is going to be really exciting watching me eat all these, and I'm sorry for that, but it's what has to happen. We do have some cooking we could do. The nice thing about the cattail stalks, they don't go bad, and so they're and even though it takes a while to sit here and you just eat and eat, and then you watch the little bar go around, it will fill you up eventually. As it is, I'm going to get a full belly right here. It's going to be it's going to carry us until we can start looting some things. Or killing some things, depending. Okay, so we are good and happy now. We've got just a little daylight left, so I want to look at my clothing. I've got a few things that I don't need on me. See that? Wow, that we were about to lose that. So I'm glad we caught that. I've been letting my clothing slide a little bit, and I don't think I brought them. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't bring enough. They got to work out yet. 50. Oh, that one's 82. We won't have time before it gets dark to finish that one. I'm thinking maybe this one. Probably have time to finish it before it gets dark on us. Okay, no. Anyway, we're going to strip this down. What is that? That's a 0.4 at 50%. That's a 0. Okay, yeah, it'll be. It may actually be better. I don't know, but I don't think it is. Okay, our clothing is, it's okay. It's not great, but it's all right. Let's look at what else we got in here we need to do before bed. We could drop those down. Yeah, let's drop these out to cure while I'm sleeping. I may forget to pick them up, but it happens. Yeah, I want to be productive as long as possible. We want to sleep all the way through the night, obviously, but if we sleep right now, we're going to wake up before it's light out, which is just, unfortunate. So we're going to do that. We're going to sharpen, just take care of some miscellaneous stuff. That's 91. That's 95. One more time on that one. And then, let's see. I'm not going to fix the other knife right now. But I do want to look at, that. I knew it was getting low. We need to work on that a little bit. We'll finish this one out and then we'll go to sleep. The hatchet takes longer, I think. I may be wrong on that. It takes 10 minutes per time. Just feels like a long time, I guess. Oh, so exciting, I know. Let's watch the wheel go round. The wheel goes round, the wheel goes round, the wheel goes round. And I know a lot of people are going to tune out. If you haven't already, then I will just make it easy for you. As soon as I finish sharpening this, I'm going to eat a few more cattails. I'm going to drink. I'm going to sleep. And I'm going to go through my usual spiel about liking and subscribing, and then I'm going to cut the video right there. So if you're looking to tune out, now's the time. I shouldn't say that. Everybody says you shouldn't. You want them to watch all the way to the end, but you know what? I watch other people too. And when it gets to the end and I know it's the end, I tune out. I ain't gonna lie, I know how it is. 20% left on that. Let's go ahead and use that up so we can drop it. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. Just because, that's weight off of me. That's weight I don't have to carry right there if I get rid of the one whetstone. And who doesn't need a backup knife? Okay, there we go. Now, we'll find the whetstone we just fixed and drop it. Harvest this for the stick. Must be an aurora out or something. If it is, we could actually do something, but we're too tired. Let's see. Let's go ahead and eat a few more cattails. Now that we're hungry again, because we've wasted another 4 or 5 hours in crafting and whatnot. I was going to build a fire, but it don't look like we're going to. Okay, and then get a drink. She's going to lighten this up even more. debating on actually making a fire. I think I will. Not that we need it for heat, but for to make a little bit of water. My fire striker. There it is.
Come on.
Well, I got a half gallon of water left, and I don't like that.
Turned out pretty well.
Plus, we need to lighten up. I mean, we got some extra. We got this stuff on us that weighs stuff. So, we're going to do a little thing of water here. Cook that. Then we got some foods, I think. I got that rabbit, I think. No. Where's the rabbit? It must have. It was acting glitchy. I think it maybe it despawned when I picked it up. All right, so let's do a little miscellaneous cooking then while we're waiting. Never go wrong with teas. Some rose hips. I shouldn't tell this, but I can't see that name Rose Hips without thinking of Titanic. And I'll leave you.
Too much stuff to carry.
I'll leave you to figure that out. When you get it, don't try not to hate me when you figure it out. All right. Pick that up. Get a drink. I'm gonna let the fire burn because I need the charcoal. When we go out of here, I think I still had pot. Top that off. One more. All right, we are full, and this is where we're going to cut our video right here with an 11-hour sleep, which is going to burn us through half the morning. But you know, it is what it is. All right, so then nothing we do at this point is going to count because that was our save. That's where we're cutting the video. A little over an hour. As always, if you enjoy this video, smash that like button. If you enjoy my content, smash that subscribe button. Get those bell notifications. The Discord is open, assuming I remember to put the link in the description down below. But above all that, I love comments. I thrive on comments. The good, the bad, the ugly, the hints, the tips, the strategies, the tactics, the constructive criticism, the not so constructive criticism. But whatever you do, keep those comments clean. And until next time, y'all have a great game.